Hey everyone, this is SSG aka Sergeant Sentinel, and welcome to another XPN video game review. Today we're talking about Astro's Playroom. But before we continue, please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy this video. Share it with someone who may enjoy it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified when we upload new content, whether that is new game review videos or new episodes of our podcasts. Astro's Playroom was developed by Team Asobi, also known as Japan Studio, and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Releasing on November 12th, 2020, it comes pre-installed on every PlayStation 5 system and is both a game that showcases everything you can do with the DualSense controller and a game that pays homage to the PlayStation brand's rich lineage. Now, Astro's Playroom is a platformer where you control ASTRO BOT through a variety of levels with a handful of boss fights that help you to get used to how the haptic features work with your DualSense controller. This premise is actually brilliant, as there are different aspects of the PS5's controller that it is beneficial to learn prior to really diving into more demanding games. There are power-up abilities that are needed to access different stages of each level, and of course when you get to these power-up abilities, there's nothing really to do to unlock them. Once you get to them, you can use them in order to access these different levels. You just have to get up to those levels, and of course because it's a platformer that involves fighting certain enemies, jumping, and interacting with different parts of the level in order to access them. Collecting coins and artifacts are also a main focus of each level. These artifacts are items from PlayStation's past, like the Move controller, the PlayStation Eye camera, etc. Now, if you don't already have a PlayStation 5, you don't really know what the DualSense can do, and for Xbox gamers, it's going to be a foreign concept because the Xbox controller legitimately doesn't really do anything other than let you play video games. It doesn't have a lot of these features that the DualSense does. And because of that, the concept of something like Astro's Playroom teaching you how to use your controller kind of seems, to people that haven't held a DualSense controller, maybe a little funny. But you have to understand that a lot of research and development went into developing the DualSense controller so that it can do a number of different things. And of course with the PlayStation 4 controller, the DualShock 4, we saw them use the pressure pad for different features in games, and of course the DualSense is no exception. There are a number of things you can do with this controller that of course you can't do with Xbox controllers. And while I love the Xbox controller and it is my preferred controller, they didn't really change anything between the Xbox One and the Xbox Series generation other than one or two extra buttons. That is definitely not true with the DualSense, and with Astro's Playroom it drives this fact home. There's a lot of haptic feedback features integrated into the controller, and Astro's Playroom helps you to really get used to using these and get comfortable with the controller, and that's a very important part, especially since a big selling point of the PlayStation 5 is its controller, and it legitimately is a high quality controller. Now with Astro's Playroom, it definitely also feels like PlayStation respects their history. Now if you've had PlayStation consoles in the past, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, or 4, the I guess you would call it the jingle from the startup screen is something you could hear when you're out in public, or you hear it in the background when you're sitting at home focusing on something else, and you're immediately going to recognize it. So to hear it in this game, it brings back a lot of memories for us PlayStation gamers that have spent a lot of our time on PlayStation consoles, and I think it's that, as well as having the artifacts, these controllers, these accessories from PlayStation's history as part of this game, that really makes it a must-play for any PlayStation fan. In addition, of course, to teaching you how to use your controller. My final thoughts on Astro's Playroom. Yes, it's a free game. And yes, you could call it a tech demo, but I genuinely feel like if you're a PlayStation gamer, especially if you're wanting to play a lot of games on the PlayStation 5, checking this game out, playing it from start to finish, and really getting comfortable with that controller, it's a no-brainer because this is a great, it's a great training game to teach you how your controller works, but it also shows that PlayStation does care about their legacy and that they understand that it's important to the PlayStation gamers. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I do greatly appreciate it. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's very important to us. And hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Again, whether it's a new game review video or whether it's one of our episodes of our podcasts, which takes place on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Check those out as well. Until next time, this is Sergeant Sentinel. Take it easy, gamers.